What's up, guys? All right, so today I'm actually gonna talk about men. I've been with more than one, so I'm just gonna talk about men in general, how I feel um, about men and being in a relationship, because I have a couple women. They saw me on my Facebook and they saw me on my YouTube, and they asked me how I get to have that kind of relationship with my husband. So jovial, because they wish they have someone that is as jovial as my husband, and and communicating wise, fun and stuff. All right, so my husband is my best friend. I have a lot of friends, but my husband is my best friend. And for many reasons why I said that, because my husband, he listen, he's supportive, he thing in a shell that know nothing much, and him actually helped me to find myself. And that's one of the reasons why I said he's my best friend, because I could talk to him about anything that maybe I wouldn't go to one of my girlfriend and talk to about certain things. And he never, like, if we have, because life is not perfect, and if we have a disagreement, or teeth and tongue must meet, as we always say, as a Jamaican, teeth and tongue must meet, because you're not going to always agree on everything. So it's, for instance, teeth and tongue will meet, but if you have a disagreement with your partner, and whatever you tell them that is so confidential, and at that moment you have an heated conversation and they don't use it against you, then that's what you're looking for. I never had a disagreement, and if he done something in the past, I bring it up while we are having a disagreement, and we try our best not to have a disagreement. All right, so the next thing is, you have to get to know your partner as much as you can. They said, see me and live with me are two different things. Meaning you could meet somebody out the road and them be nice to you, and you don't really know that person until when you live with them. So that is true, because I didn't know my husband for years. I've been with him but never really lived with him until when I live with him. That's when I know the real person. Yes, everybody do have flaws, every single one. Nobody's perfect. But if you learn how to live with them, or if you learn how to understand them, and if you learn how to compromise and adjust in a relationship, then it will work. If it's bad that you cannot adjust, then don't stay. But if it's not bad, it's like simple stuff, then, and you know how to adjust to them, like somebody will be belching, or a lot of people don't like if their partner snore, and if you just meet somebody, they're gonna hide all of that. They're gonna hide every little thing that they think will trigger you off pertaining to that. But when you live with them, then that's when you're really going to know them. So things that I know about my husband when I live with him, some things I didn't know when we were dating or together, back and forth. We were living together, and yes, he's miserable and he can be grumpy, but trust me, you see, if you know how to adjust that as a woman, and you study your man, and if you see him look sad or him look grumpy, you gotta know what make him happy, and you're gonna do that. Vice versa, the man should do the same. Like, if you're a loving person and you see him look grumpy, you could hug him up and give him a kiss, or tell him something nice in his ears where you know him would like. And that, trust me, sometimes if they go out, they're working, they have a bad day, and them come in and them look grumpy. You know, you give them the nicest hug and the nicest kiss, and you know, you cheer, you make them day, you know, you make them feel special. Especially if you have a man who is caring, loving, and compassion. And also, you could also have a man that is, but he's missing something. A lot of men do miss things. A lot of women too. And as I said, vice versa. But I'm talking about me in general. I didn't know how to be loved and have compassion. I know but I care about people. I care about human. But like how to be nice in the past relationship. Like I always be nice, but it's like inside of me was scar. So I don't know how to express it until when I meet my husband. And I used to be so sad inside, not talking to him, shut down and all of that, until when he get me to open up. And like he would have said, babes, if you don't talk to me, then I can't know what is bothering you. And it's like this wall. I used to have this wall up, and when he talked to me, and I listen to him and I meditate and I start to open up and he start to show me love, and I know the kind of person he is because he used to give me that. But at some point I feel like he was draining, because he was giving me and sometimes I just shut him out, and he was giving me and I was shut him out. When you have a relationship like that and the person reach out to you and want to be there for you, especially if you know that person is have a good heart and you know that he cares about you, just express it. If you know that that's your person, because you will know. Over the years, I never used to communicate with anybody like that, so I know that those people weren't my person. They weren't my person. And you can know when that person is your person, because you could feel it in your craw, and you could search and you could dig. And the next thing, as I said before, when you're having disagreement with your partner, don't use the things that happened in the past that you were mad about. Don't constantly feed them with that message. Move on, let it go. I know it's hard sometimes for some people to let things go, because I used to be like that. I used to be the kind of person who don't let anything go. Have up things. I mean, have up everybody that hurt my feelings. And I used to just carry this burden on my head like a bucket of water, straining me down, putting me down in a hole each time. But the more you grow, the more you learn. And the next thing is with women, that a lot of women don't respect their bodies, and your body is your temple, and you want to make sure, because when I was younger, I know in my guts that talk to, I don't know if they, I mean, I was young, but it's like, to me, I really didn't see them as my husband. Like, for some reason, I did not see that. So you kind of know, but you don't want to jump into bed with somebody and you don't know. So the more you grow, the more you learn. And your body, as I said, your body is your temple and you want to protect it. So you got to make a man work for that. Don't just put it out there and give it to Tom, give it to Dick, give it to her, because you're in that feelings, because men don't respect us when we do that. And me and my husband was friends for 2 years. And you know, because you've been in a relationship, and the more you've been there, you learn. So when you becomes a veteran, you don't want to constantly, okay, get lightheaded and end up with other guys that not your person. So you want to save that portion for your person, and you want it to be special, and you don't want to be with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And when you focus on one relationship, and not having two relationship, three relationship that is distracting you, you could get the best out of your relationship. If you know that you've been with the person for a little while and you're not happy with that person, and you feel like you're gonna go, you put all in, and you feel like that's not the case, that you want to be, that is not the person that you want to be with, then you just have to find a way to let go. But if you know that you have something special with that person and you find that your relationship is going downhill, you gotta take a break. You're gonna step on that brake pedal and said, what did I do wrong? Where did I go from here? And how do you fix this problem to get it back to where you are? You have to be strong, and you have to focus and say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my partner, we're gonna talk this over, we're gonna see. And let me tell you, sometimes I used to be quiet but also fatiguing. And if you do something, I used to be argue about it, like I'll talk about it all the time, and that wasn't working. And sometimes I am wrong, like what I accuse you of, you're far away from there. That's when I was younger, so I stopped doing that. So once you have that partner that you can communicate with, and you find that person that can reason, because a lot of men don't know how to communicate, and that's their problem too. If you could talk to that person and that person know you love him and you love that person, then you have no problem. You could fix whatever problem it is. If you have an understanding person and you said, okay babe, I realize that you haven't even bring me a flowers lately. What's happened? Or, I notice we don't do things together anymore. You gotta shake that up. You gotta start doing things again together. If you see that he's not taking you out, then you have to be the one who shake that up. So it's vice versa. You gotta shake it up. Like, you gotta talk to him about it. You gotta let him fix it, because if this relationship means something to you and it means something to him, then you gotta work together to fix that. And you're never too big to say you're sorry. If you know you judge him or said things that hurt his feelings, fix it right away. Because when you go to your bed and you're not talking to him night after night after night, your guys are drifting. You are drifting apart. In your heart is bubbling up. That's the next thing. You gotta fix the problem as soon as it comes, because life is short and you don't want to have that disconnect from your partner. You're laying beside him, you turn your back against him, and you don't want to communicate with him. You gotta fix it right away. Stop it. Stop it in the track before it gets worse. Because a lot of these nenge from women drive their man away to a different woman. If you have your man and you know that man loves you, if him even go out, if that man even go out to party every night, and you know him genuinely love you, then you have nothing to worry about. If you know, because you can know, because of how you treat him, nobody is running from good. Nobody is gonna go away from good. So if you treat your man good, and when I say treat your man good, I'm not talking about buying things. I'm talking about loving him. If you treat him good, then you have no problem. If you show him love, you have no problem. Why would he want to leave you for somebody who's not gonna give him love? Some of us as women worry about what the men are doing outside of the relationship. We're not supposed to do that. If we know we're playing our part, we're not supposed to do that. I mean, if a man wanna go and he's not your person, then let him go. Don't worry about that. But in the moment, you do your part as a woman and love your man. And that goes for the man too. Because I'm not gonna pour love if you're not showing me any sign that you care for me. No, I'm not gonna do that. Once I'm seeing the signs, then I'm gonna give it to you all. And that's me. I'm not gonna do that. Pour it if I don't see any. But once you're seeing the signs, You gotta do your part. And if you're a caring person, if you don't know the love, go watch some love movie. If you have a heart, you know how to love. So everybody person is out there, and when you find that person, cherish it, because you never know. You just never know. And we will get up and say, oh, I don't want to be in this relationship no more. I don't want to be with this person no more, because we're upset today and tomorrow we look stupid. I'm done with this relationship. That's it. I'm done. Tomorrow, you didn't go nowhere. So if we just try to control our temper and just, put love into what you're doing, give it your all, life would be so much easier. To me, life is so special. And I don't know, I'm just saying, like, my friends ask me how I do it, like, how do I keep my relationship for so many years so happy? Because they said they see how much my husband loved me, but as I said before, I love him too. And everybody person is out there, and you have to know the signs of love. And if you know you don't love that person, don't string them along. Don't take their things. Don't string them along. Just let them go before you know it even get worse. If you see this person falling in love with you and you're not in love, you don't think you're gonna get there, that's devastating. That's heartbroken for somebody. If you see that, you want to pint it out and you want to say, okay, I don't know where this is gonna go yet, but please, we're gonna take our time to see where it's gonna go. If you see that, okay, you don't see where you're gonna end up with this person, don't take their things, because that's stringing them along, and that will make you get hurt or him get hurt. So that's my advice. Love the person who you feel and in your guts that they are the one. And I know women that pour their heart out for men that don't love them every day. But if you find your person and you know that's your person, give it your best shot. Find out what that person loves. And that doesn't mean woman only. That mean man. And if it's a man never get tired of their woman being all over them, being loving them, that's it. A lot of men just want that. But if you find out that you find this guy and you want to be with him because of his things, then that's not going to work. It's not going to work because of his things. You're going to always have problems. So you have to make sure you see, vision it. It's just like a dream. Vision this person that you met. If you think that you and him are going to make life together, if you're having conversation with this guy and you know in your heart that this guy is not for you, don't string them along. Just let them go. Let them find their person, because every whole of them stick a bush. And that's my belief. That is what I use. I communicate is the key, and I will talk to my husband forever. I will communicate him all day, every day, because communication is the key. And I will talk to him. I will spend time communicating with him. So because of that, he's my best friend. I can talk to him about anything. I can tell him anything. We laugh together. We do everything together. And I'll laugh about things, even things that he said he don't like. I'll laugh about it, and not saying I'm not gonna fix it. Like, for instance, when I fix his plate and he ready to eat, sometimes I want to take a picture of it, and he don't like that. But I try to make him like it. But he want to eat his food because he's hungry, and I'm taking a photo because I'm trying to build my catering base, and sometimes I don't share my food that pretty. I was raised with my grandmother, and that's how she used to share her husband food, and I adapt that. And that is something that is in me that's not going to change. When I'm sharing my husband food, I don't throw it in a plate and give it to him like a hog or a pig. I share it to him because he's a man and he deserves it. But sometimes, not all the time, sometimes he's fine, but you just want to eat. And I am there. Don't eat yet, babes. Let me take a picture. That can get annoying to him. And sometimes I do it. But he understand because I'm building my page for my catering. So sometimes he understand that. Okay? So I will say that to him, babes, I just need to take this photo for my website because I'm doing my catering base, and I want to take a photo of your plate to put it up on my platform. So sometimes, he understands. So as long as he understand why you're doing it, then you're not just randomly doing it, then that's okay. Just give him an explanation, and communication is the key. And when I communicate with him and he understand, then it's not a problem. But if I'm just gonna be there taking picture, plum 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 plum, and don't say anything to him, that could be disrespectful. So that's for instance. But yeah, yes, ladies, I think I answered all your questions that you asked. How did I make my relationship so fun? How do we live so many years and still be happy, because a lot of people are not happy. I plan to do this for my life. I don't want to get married again. I never plan to get married again. When I was a child, I said I just want to marry once, and I hope that happens, because being in and out of a relationship is really not my thing. I don't really like that, so I'm okay. So you have to make your relationship work, and you got to put work into it. And if you love that person and that person love you, it becomes very easy. You know what that person like and don't like, so you don't do the things that they don't like. I mean, you could, but not on a regular basis to annoy the person and let they get frustrated all the time. And you just have to compromise and understand the human. You gotta understand human, and you gotta take time out to understand human. Like my kids, I know each and every one of them separately, because like for me, it's like I get into their head, and sometimes I could actually say what they were going to say, and it's like I actually think what they were going to say, and I get to understand who they are. I individually, my 4 kids, it's like I know them so well because I take that time to dig deep in my family and spend that caring, compassion time with them. And that is from my heart, because your heart is on the line. You have a family, and you're supposed to love your family. And that's what I do. I love my family. I love my aunt, my sister. I love my siblings. I love my family. So I'm a loving, caring person. And whatever I am doing, I like to do it with love. If I'm cooking, I cook with love. If I'm cleaning, I clean with love. If I'm washing, I wash with love. It's like I'll do it because I love to do it and I want to do it. So that's who I am. I'm a loving, caring person. When I was younger, I never know what that was, but the more I grow, I get to understand that love is such a beautiful thing. And if we as humans come together and pour that out, you would you would not imagine how beautiful that is. So when you love things or you love to do things, just do it. With your love, only God knows what you could get from it. So a lot of us don't know how to love because we hurt so bad. But you could find somebody that you could find that person that you love if you want to, only if you want to, and that could change your life. That could actually change your life. And I must say this, and I'm going to say it on camera, because my husband changed my life. Yes, he did. And I am grateful, because I was this dark when I was 20, 25. I was this darkness. Like, I was so scarred that I never knew I would actually be this person today. I never knew that I would feel this way today. So I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for everything that God has ever done for me. So that being said, I hope I answer all your questions, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. You could continue to text me whatever you want me to talk about, but for now, that's me. Okay? It's what you see, it's what you get. Donna bless. I believe I am blessed. And whatever you believe in it. Believe in it. Okay? Think about something that you love. Think about something that you want to do in your life. You want to change your life. Just think about it and say, I am going to do it. I am blessed. I am powerful. I am strong. God loves me. And I am going to find the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I am going to have the kids that I want to have. And I am going to have a home. And I am going to have a car. Whatever you want. And I'm going to serve God. Whatever you want, you can have it. It's all out there. So just trust and believe. Know your goals. Know what you want. And just continue to pray and trust God for anything that you want. So guys, that's it. I'm gonna go back to do some work. I'm in my office. Just saying, I have to do this video. So you guys have a blessed day. Love, strength, unity, power, peace. I'm out. Don't forget to like that button though. That button, please like it, share it, subscribe if you don't already subscribe, and leave me the comment and I will respond to you. Bye guys.